cosmic sort of way, yes.
That is right. It's the top of the hour. It's 7:01, 7:02 here at Red State Talk Radio. I am your host, Jeff Norton. You are listening to Morning News Radio. We're going to change the name of the show. I can already tell you that. We're going to drop the news part. We're just going to have a good time here in the morning. You know, it's too early in the morning to get all serious and such. You got 32 other hours of live programming here at Red State Talk Radio to take care of that for you. I'm here to get you out the door, to get you in the mood so you can go into work. Talk about work. I have to say, you know, in the celebrity world, you know, I've never seen someone work so hard to destroy their career. Really, seriously. Seriously. I mean, Shia LaBeouf he's beaten. He has completely taken out Charlie Sheen. You know, seriously, as far as this goes in the celebrity world, I don't know why people keep on hiring this guy. I saw him, Shia, when he was a young man. There was a Project Red Light. It was a independent movie thing, and this was before he became famous, of course, for Transformers and stuff, and some of his other movies that he did. But he did a project, and it was pretty good acting as a young man, and it just goes to show you that power does corrupt. Power does corrupt. And by the way, good morning. You are listening to Morning News Radio. I am your host, Jeff Norton. You can join us live here every weekday from 6 a.m. till 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or on the web at www.redstatetalkradio.com. And stuff. Good morning. You can also give us a call, 202-838-0101, 202-838-0101 to get yourself entered. You must call to be entered into a very special giveaway. And all I'm going to tell you is that people that love and support the Second Amendment are going to like this gift that was donated by Blackwater Armory. That's right. But you got to call. And the number is 202-838-0101 to be entered. And, and we'll give it away when we're ready to give it away. But give us a call. But getting back to Shia LaBeouf. He is now going to isolate himself in a cabin in Finland. Really? I mean, this just goes to tell you the mindset of some of these people. I can't believe it. So Shia LaBeouf's latest performance art project, I don't know, I think it's escapism, is to spend a month isolated in a cabin in Finland's remote Lapland region, with his only communication with the outside world coming from via text message to visitors to a Helsinki museum. Now a lot of people would say, well, he's getting away. No, I think he's actually training for his up and coming. I think he's going to go to jail in Wisconsin for pulling a knife on someone in a bar fight. Right? Maybe he's just getting himself ready for that. I don't know. I got to see if he got acquitted. I don't think he got acquitted, for that. But if he did, that's a shame. But yes. Shia LaBeouf. But if you read more into it, it's not really isolated. The project is called Alone Together. That sounds like a dating hashtag. Hashtag Alone Together. And involves the other two members of the actors' art collective, Jajaska Ronko and Luke Turner, who are also spending time isolated in separate cabins in Lapland. Visitors to the Krishma Museum in Helsinki can visit the cabin and send a text to LaBeouf, Rocco, and Turner, who can respond to visitors but can't talk to one another. The public can view the live stream of museum goers and the trio's text on the museum's website. All we got to say is a month. That's all? Really? Can we donate? Can we take up a collection for make it 2 months? Yeah. I'm going to get over there. I'm going to take a look at their website. Is not going to happen. Yeah. Finland. I mean, but this is big news in Finland because there's really nothing else to do in Finland. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, can we drone strike? President Trump, can we drone strike Finland? Is there something that they pissed us off about that we can drone strike them? I got a cabin that you can target. A little practice. No, but yeah, Shia LaBeouf is going to be. You shouldn't pick on him. I don't know the situation. I really don't care, to be honest with you. But yeah, we reported it right here on the air. So apparently, I don't know. It makes me cringe thinking about it. You know, talk about when this time of tax season, as you guys are preparing your taxes and getting them ready. Just remember, there's a government agency that's using your money very well. They're spending it very well. And here's one for you, NASA. NASA has come up with a great idea for Earth Day. That's April 22nd, by the way. Adopt the Earth. That's right. You can adopt the whole Earth and all of its problems. It's all yours. This is how it works. NASA has sectioned off 64,000 individual pieces of Earth. That's right, 64,000 individual pieces of Earth. You go to the NASA.com website and sign up to adopt one of those sections. The pieces are about 55 miles wide and assigned randomly. No, you don't get legal or property rights to the section. Oh, well then, why? But here's what you do get. Scientific data about the section, such as relative humidity and the height of clouds there. Wow, geez. Oh, wow. And once all the adoptions are filled up, your section will then be given to someone else. There you go. Some idiot at NASA. Hey, guys, why don't you just worry about launching spacecraft? I don't know. So, yeah. So that's right. You get to adopt one of 64,000 pieces of the Earth. And then when you're done and it's typical. It's typical disposable society. When you're done, you just throw it away and we'll give it to someone else. There you go. Your tax dollars at work. A lot of people say, "Well, it costs money?" You think that they didn't pay some web company to add this stuff to their website? Costs money, guys. Our money, the stuff that we as citizens pay for, and remember that as you are filling out your tax paperwork this weekend, or whatever you fill it out. File the proverbial delay, as most Americans do. I mean, they already got your money. I mean, all you're doing is delaying you. Well, some people are underpaid, obviously. But for the most part, you're just delaying you getting your money back. Well, here's good news for the Trump administration. Ivanka Trump is the most popular White House worker. That's right. First daughter Ivanka Trump is the most popular advisor among White House staff, according to a new Morning Consult political poll. It found that 46% of voters have a favorable view of Ivanka, now serving as an unpaid senior advisor in her father's administration. 36% of the voters have an unfavorable view of Ivanka. 17% of the voters have never heard of her. How can you work in the White House? Not. Wait, some articles have found that. Okay, so it's not nailed to the White House. It's like, yeah, this is the boss's daughter. That's the first person you want to get to know, right? Is the boss's daughter. Voters have never heard of her. Among other White House staff, Counselor Kelly Conway has the next highest rating, with 30% of the votes viewing her favorably, leading slightly over White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer, who has 28% favorable rating. To be fair, there's not much competition. That's right. There's not much competition there. I don't know. I kind of like Ivanka. I like Ivanka Trump. Seems like a down-to-earth person, even though that she's worth millions, hundreds of millions. Seems very, 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 very down-to-earth, and such. So, as promised, we are going to talk about some news this morning. Get you guys ready for the water cooler talk and stuff. You know, I gotta ask, I'm wondering if President Trump is now, because look, let's look at the psyche of the man. The psyche of President Trump is that he wants to be liked. He wants to be liked, and he also wants to be respected. There's no doubt about it. I mean, that is what the man thrives for. He lives for that. You know, he wants to be loved. And I think that's the reason why he loves children so much, because children give love and likeness unconditionally. They do. Think about it. Children, you know, always got great hugs. I remember my youngest daughter, you know, a Hannah hug was the best hug ever. Ever. A hug from your children is the best hug ever. And so, you know, children are so innocent. And I think that's why he loves, you know, that's why he likes them, loves them. All the children, right? And one of the things I'm starting to see with the Trump administration, i.e. Trump, President Trump, the leader of that administration, is a shift towards centralism, right? He's becoming more of a centralist. You're not hearing so much of the rhetoric. Now, obviously, he's got his hands full. He's got his hands full right now with North Korea and, Syria and all of that stuff. But one of the things that you're starting to see is that he's backed off of a lot of his other, what most people would say right. And I don't know why immigration reform is a right issue or a left issue. It should be a legal issue. And the law should be applied to everybody, correct? I mean, I know why the liberals have made it a legal issue. Or made it an issue in a sense, because look, it's all about voters. Let's face it, they have an agenda to fundamentally transform America. They do, and the only way that they can do that agenda is they got to have the votes. I mean, that's how you transform America: is that you get the legislation in place, or you get the legislatures, you get the people elected, and then you change America. That's how you do it. So they want to, instead of work with what they've got, they want to bring in more. They want to dilute. Talk about dilution. I found out something on my Keurig today. When you brew a large batch of coffee on your Keurig, if you set it to the lower settings of like cups, the coffee's stronger. I can never figure out why my coffee was always weaker on my Keurig when I did large batches. And i.e. a pot. Well, we have the Keurig that does the pot. So I cranked it down and, got stronger coffee. So, but talking about dilution that's their goal, is to dilute the voting pool so that they can then get their votes that they need, and then they can push their agenda. And, their agenda is a misguided interpretation of the United States Constitution. Now, the Constitution has been diluted in itself. I mean, the words in which the Constitution were written have meaning. They do have meaning. Now, the problem, like a good lawyer, depends on what is, right? You ever remember that line from Bill Clinton, President Bill Clinton? And see, that's the way lawyers are. Now, a lot of our justices, there was literal interpretation and vague interpretations of the United States Constitution. And that's why we have the Supreme Court, and we have these things, these arguments within the Supreme Court. Because if you went by the literal interpretations of the United States Constitution, it's pretty cut and dry. It's pretty clear. But of course, they have convoluted it. They've diluted it. They made it less clear. They actually, what was his feelings? What when they were doing the Constitution, how did they feel? And that's hypothetical.